Hi, welcome to Freedom Equity Group, and this is a short video to explain how do you get paid. How are commissions paid? How quickly? How much? But before we get into that, please understand that in this industry, you have the ability to earn the income of a high-paid attorney or neurosurgeon without the 12 years of school and malpractice insurance. The incomes are massive. And with the massive incomes that you will be earning come a few extra steps in regards to the sales process. So when you meet a client and take an application, we don't get paid right away. That policy has to go in front of an underwriter. The underwriter has to take a look at that and see if he needs anything else. If the amount of life insurance is over $250,000 with American National, one of our major carriers, there's going to have to be a paramedical exam. It's a full head-to-toe checkup. The insurance company pays for that, but your client has to take that. You schedule it. Your client has to take it as quickly as possible. Once that's done, the policy is issued. Now understand is that not all clients may qualify for a policy. They may have some medical background or health history that will keep them from getting qualified. So not everybody will get this. Most of them will. Now, the important part after the policy is issued is your client has to pay their premium. If they don't pay their premium and it's not credited to the policy, there's no commission for us. The best way to make sure that the premiums are paid is to mark the box on the application for the insurance company to draft the first month's premium once the policy is approved. Once that's done, as long as the policy is approved and premium is applied, by 3 o'clock Friday Central Time, commissions are paid. And you will receive your commissions a week from that Friday. All money is given to Freedom Equity Group to distribute to its agents on Thursday, the following Thursday, and then they wire all money directly into your bank account the very next business day. Now, most carriers will pay a 9-month commission advance on the business that you've written. That's a 75% commission advance. Then in the months 10, 11, and 12, you get the balance of your commission. So if you have a $1,000 commission, you would receive a 75% advance, or $750. The balance of the $250 for the full $1,000 will be paid in months 10, 11, and 12. If that was your commission, that's exactly how most insurance companies might pay, but American National pays a little bit different. In most cases, the product American National has is a little bit better for our clients, and they even pay a little bit more money. We like that, but they do pay commissions a little differently. What they do is you receive your commissions in 2 different payments. The first payment is roughly 80% of your commission advance. So that would be 80% of your 75% right up front when the policy is issued and paid. The balance of your first year commission, that advanced commission, will be paid to you at the end of the following month. Now remember, this is an advance commission. Your client only paid 1 month premium of their first year, for the first year, and you get 9 months advanced to you. That's a big deal that the insurance company does for us. So to understand this example, let's say you wrote some business in February. You would get the majority of your 75% commission advance, that 9-month advance, right away once the policy is issued and the client has paid its premium. Then at the end of the following month, at the end of March, you would get the balance of your 75% advance. And then at the end of the year, months 10, 11, and 12, you would get the other 25% of your first year commission paid as earned. Now, as earned means you get paid your commission after your client pays their premium. So to summarize how American National pays, it's simple. Your initial 75% advance of your first year commission is split into 2 payments. And that is how ANICO pays it to Freedom Equity Group. So that's how Freedom Equity Group must pay it out to the field. And you'll be able to print this up. We'll make sure that this particular PDF is sent out to everybody so you can even distribute this to the people that are on your teams. Let's talk a little bit about the commission grid with American National and what commission rate you should expect to receive. And you can see if you're a sales rep, sales leader up to a vice president or senior vice president, here is the commission percentages you can expect to receive. And you can see for a 20 or 30-year term, this is where the highest commission numbers are hitting right here. Now, you'll look at, well, the permanent policies or the IUL pays a little bit less. Well, that's because there's some production goals that Freedom Equity Group has to hit. Once Freedom Equity Group hits that, it's a $5 million production goal, and we're doing about $1 million a month, so we're going to hit that real fast. Then the permanent products will be paid identically to the 20 or 30, and here's the exciting thing. Let's say that you hit our vice president level, and we know that that's an 80% commission. But on an IUL, the Equity Index Life Insurance Tax-Free Retirement, it's only going to pay you 71.72, or about 8% less. Every single case that you've written this year, once Freedom Equity Group hits these numbers, that 8% difference will be paid to you all the way back to the beginning of the year. So it's like a bonus check you're building up over the course of time for this year. And once we hit that, then we'll never go back. It's always going to be the commission basis, which are right here under the 20 or 30-year term. These will be your numbers. So that's how the commission grid works. That's how American National pays the premiums. But let's take a quick look in regards to how do we find out how much my commission is. And so when you pull up and open up your software with American National, let me back up just a bit. Some of you may not even know, how do I even get the software? So let's take a look at that. If you open up a new browser and you type in img.anicoweb.com, that takes you to American National. Once you're there, go to e-resources, drop down to illustrations, come over to life portraits, and click on life portraits. Then you want to just click on the standard version, and it'll start downloading all the software for you. And so that's how to get to the software. But now once we got the software up, how do we do this? How do we run an illustration? And it's really simple. And I'm going to keep this incredibly simple, because when you pull this up and you want to put in your client's information, let's not be hasty. Let's just give them a name. Let's call them Valued Client. Valued Client. Now once you have Valued Client in there, you need to put in a birth date. And I wish we could just populate the age, but they don't allow us to do that. But let's say that your client is not 35 years old, which is the default age. Let's say your client is 45 years old. So that would mean they're 10 years older. So all you do is just back out a couple of years there, and you can put in 1968, and that should be age 45 once you click, and it does. It populates 45. Are they male or female? Let's say for this example, they're male. Once you've done, this page is done. You don't need to put anything else in there. All we're trying to do is to get a number to our client. We're doing an illustration. Click on products. With our products, it's going to pull up all sorts of different programs and products. Just look at the plan. What's the major plan we are marketing? Is their indexed universal life, which is right here. If you're doing a term policy, it's one click up, ANICO signature term. Those are the two products you want to look at. So let's pick on the IUL. Once you hit that button, now we're going to populate the rest of this screen, and it's incredibly simple. Let's keep it that way. Most of your clients are going to be probably at $250,000 or less. If they're doing a $300 a month, if they're saving $10 a day, whatever they can afford to save, and that'll fall under a standard non-nicotine user. That is their default. Your input under face amount is always going to be minimum. We want the lowest amount of life insurance with the money that they're putting in. We just want to keep it tax-free. The life insurance makes sure that they don't have to pay taxes on the money as they pull it out. And so just put in minimum. Under premium, you're going to have your input and how much per month can they save. Let's just pick on the same $300 that we've been talking about. And the mode is going to be PAC, for pre-authorized check. For most people, when do they want to retire? You're going to pay it to that age. They say that the new 65 is 70, so let's put in 70. This page is now done. Make sure your ABR reports, those are your living benefits, that page is marked. But now let's take a look at, what does that mean for me? Well, that's the quick calc button right here. When you see that, once this number is in, we know we have a 45-year-old guy, we're doing the indexed UL, it's a minimum death, inputting $300 a month. You can click on quick calc. It's going to give you a short screen. On this screen, it's going to show you what the amount of life insurance is. $193,000 for his $300 a month. That's wonderful. You can then come down to target premium. They pay commissions based on this number right here. Now your client's putting in $300 a month, that's $3,600 a year, but we're doing a minimum face amount. We want to maximize the tax-free retirement for your client. So the target premium is a little less. We take a little less commission to help our clients. It's doing it for the benefit of your client, not for us. We make our money on volume, but it's still a great commission. So if your commission rate is, let's say you're at a 50% commission, you would receive 50% of that over the course of the first year, or roughly about $1,620. That would be your commission base. So you can look at this, you take that target premium and multiply it times your commission base, whatever commission rate you're at. If you're doing a split sale, you just divide that by 2. It's really simple. And that screen is done. You're just looking at that for your own numbers. Now we want to take a look at what does the client receive? What's in it for them? Well, we want to do a max loan. We want to give them a maximum amount of retirement income. We said they're paying to age 70, so make sure you put in age 70 here from age 70, 70. That's all you need to do. Once you've done that, you can go back to plan and you can look at that. Okay, we got our $300 a month. We're doing a pre-authorized check to age 70, and then come over here and click on values, not preview. That's going to give you a full illustration. We just want to click on values. We want to see what type of value is this going to bring to your client. This is quick, this is short. We can see he's doing his $300 a month or $3,600 a year. We see his death benefit is $193. What that means is if he got sick, he's going to have access to up to $193,000 of living benefit if he fell sick. That is a humongous benefit. He's putting in $3,600 a year, and if he fell sick, he has access to $193. That's a great benefit to your client. So this first part of the screen, that just shows that he's putting money in to age 70 and zeros. No more money is going into the program. Scroll down until you see the next. These are your current values. This is the amount of cash that's accumulating based on the average rate of return that's built within the software. And you can see here is by age 60, he's got $65,000 of cash in there that he would have access to if he needed. Come down here and we're going to look at income. He's putting in $3,600 a year, $300 a month. And at age 70, he can pull out $27,278 a year completely tax-free for the rest of his life. Are you kidding me? That is a home run right there. You could show this to your client. They go, that looks wonderful. Yes, it does. You can click on report preview right here. That pulls up the full illustration. They'll get a copy of that when they get their policy. Right here, you can just let them know. Does this look like it's something you'd like to have? Yes, it is. Great. Let's do the application. The application will be a whole nother video, but now you can see how you can very simply put together an illustration for a person, put in there whatever they can afford, their $300 a month. You can click on a quick calc button that tells you your commission base. You can push the max loan button and make sure it's the same age as what he's putting money into. When do they want to take money out? Click on values, and that will give you the value for your client. And this is where we get our paydays. We put the policies together. We get them into the underwriter's hands. We make sure that the medical is done if needed. We make sure that the client pays their premium, and we will have the biggest paydays we have ever thought possible. I really appreciate you joining Freedom Equity Group. We're looking forward to making this the most wealthiest year you ever thought possible. Have a great day.